We gotta talk. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. Best friend, we gotta talk. Listen, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, you're like, girl, what is going on? So I'm a pop culture channel. I spill pop culture tea every day. I do 5 videos a day, and basically, girl, I'm your new messy best friend, okay? I spill pop culture tea from my very sparkly closet, and the whole vibe is like we're on a FaceTime call. And I have been doing this sort of like talking videos. You know, sometimes you've said to me that it's nice, a little break from the pop culture. And I've been doing these talking videos for the past couple days, and you guys really seem to love it. So I have been thinking about what to talk about today, and I went hiking for the first time today, and my mind blew up with the topic that I wanted to say. So you guys, first I wanted to say thank you all so much, because if it's not about pop culture, I don't think you guys care, but I'm really seeing so much love and so much support from you all. So I'm so thankful and grateful for that. Let's just talk. So one of the messages that I receive constantly is, Sebastian, you're so underrated. You're so underrated. You know, you've been doing this for 10 years. How come you're not bigger? How come you don't have more followers? How come you're not up there with Sloan and with the rest? Like this and that, like you should be, this and that. All right, let's talk about this, okay? The first thing is, I get a lot of comparisons to my friend Sloan, and we love Sloan, okay? Like, we absolutely love Sloan. But the one thing that, first of all, thank you so much for comparing me, girl, okay? Because thank you so much, bitch. I take that as a full fucking compliment. I don't know if he'll take it as a compliment, but I for sure fucking take it as a compliment. And here's the thing, and this is what I've always said when people like compare people to one another, right? Everyone is on their different journeys, okay? And when I get those messages like, Sebastian, like, how come you're not at 1 million? How come you're not this? And how come you don't go viral every video, this and that? I'm on my journey, okay? I'll tell you this. And today is a very important day for manifesting. I'm going to tell you guys why a little bit later on. And this is why I wanted to do this video right here. So many messages that I get are like, you're underrated, you should have more followers, you should have more views, you know, you should be up there with Sloan, this and that. Look, and I'll tell you this, we all have, and I firmly believe this with my whole heart, okay? And I'm really, really hoping and praying that I reach the right people, because I was hiking and I just felt this like wave of like inspiration to talk to you guys about this. Whenever I hear you're underrated, or how come you don't have that many more followers, this and that, look, I've been doing this for almost 10 years, okay? This right here, I got this past December. And you guys, this right here shows me that I'm on the right path, okay? In life, we oftentimes, growing up and in life, we compare ourselves to others, right? Who might be our same age or doing the same things, or, you know, maybe got there after you and then they're more successful in it, or whatever it is. The more time you last and the more time you take out of your day comparing yourself to others, the less time you have to make yourself great. You know what I mean? And I firmly believe that. And I've believed that for a very long time. And so when I hear these things, or when I hear my friends saying like, oh, how come I can't be like my sister, or I can't be like this, or my coworker this or that, or my friend this, you know, she's already married with kids and I'm still single, this and that. You guys, everyone's journey is a blessing. Everyone got there for a reason. Do you know what I mean? Everyone got to where they're at because they deserve it, because they've worked fucking hard, because it was their time. We all have our time. And that is something that I wish I could literally like make you believe instantly. I've felt this way for many, many, many years, because luckily I grew up with my mom, who always taught me to never compare myself to others and to be happy for others. And I genuinely, in my whole heart, feel so happy for everyone who is making their dreams come true. The people that piss me off are the people that don't even try, okay? But if you're out there hustling and struggling and working tirelessly, and you're out there doing it, doesn't matter how long it takes, doesn't matter how many times you fail, doesn't matter anything, you will get there, okay? And you just gotta believe in yourself. So, you know, I never take your guys' comments like, because I saw a little conversation. I don't know what video, but it was like, he's so underrated. And somebody was like, that's so mean to say this. And then they went back and forth, girl. And then I was just like, oh, Lord. I don't think being called underrated is bad. I look at it as I'm yet to be discovered by many. But the ones that I've been discovered by shows right here. And that is something that I'm so incredibly grateful for. And, in my YouTube journey, I've wanted to quit many fucking times. And I didn't start doing pop culture, you guys. I started doing like random videos. Like I would take any kind of trend that was trending, like, back in the YouTube days, trends were a thing, and I would just do them. They wouldn't get anywhere, honey. The first like 5-6 years of my YouTube career, I barely got any views, right? And then I really started doing pop culture, like seriously, about, I want to say like seriously, like 4 years. I've always talked about pop culture, but not like I do now, which is all pop culture. My channel was like, a trend, and then a story time, and then, a recipe, and then a pop culture. I always included pop culture, but never gave myself fully into pop culture. And the way that I did it, you guys, was basically, I looked at my channel and I was like, my gosh, it's just nothing is working, right? I used to talk a lot about Britney Spears. I used to talk about, like I used to do reaction videos. Would do anything, right? So it was so unbalanced. And then one day I was like, what is my biggest passion? What is my biggest passion? And it's always been people's business, gossip, pop culture. And I said, just fucking do that. Do that. I spoke to many friends about this. I spoke to my family, my husband. They all gave me the same advice. Do what makes you most passionate and do it right. And that's how 4 years, I want to say actually 4 years ago, I really got into pop culture. And so I have to say, don't compare yourself to others. Be happy for others. Celebrate them, and genuinely mean it. Don't be fake about it. You know what I mean? I look at Sloan, I look at, other, I don't have many YouTube friends, to be honest, but, the few that I have, I see them working so hard and tirelessly, and I see them so determined, and I see them living in their truth. And that is why we're where we are, period. Okay? When you live in your truth, when you work hard, you are where you're supposed to be. So if you are grateful for where you are at, life and the universe will bring you more, So do I feel like I'm underrated? Do I think that I should have more? Do I think this? Do I think that? Listen, if I'm going to be very honest with you, you don't know him. You cannot imagine how happy I am. You cannot imagine how grateful I am for where I am. To be able to have this? Are you freaking kidding me? Like this? And so funny, the day I got this, I was actually with Sloan. So, and you should see how happy he got. He invited me to lunch. It was it was such a beautiful thing. So I have to say, best friend, be around people who will motivate you, who will celebrate you, who will be kind to you, who will give you advice. Make sure your friend, your partner, your family knows that you are on a journey. I believe that anything is possible. Anything is possible. You guys, remember I always say impossible? No, I'm possible. It may not work out immediately. It may not, it may be like a very, very, tiresome, or was it tiresome? I don't know, bitch. But, just an uphill battle where you're just like, damn, this is it's literally, it's the climb, But you got to be like, I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming. But listen, think big, dream big, and know that anything is possible. That is how I live my life. I don't live my life comparing myself. I don't live my life, if I do a video and it doesn't do well, the next one will, or the next one. You know what I mean? That's how I think. But after I lost my brother 12 years ago, I promise you guys, I don't sweat the small stuff. I really, truly don't. And I am so thankful and grateful for our community. So when I see you're underrated, you should have more, you should this, you should do that, in time. I know it. Listen, in time. Slow and steady wins the race, boo, you know? And while we get to our biggest dreams, we gotta enjoy it because we're living our dreams. Being able to have a roof over our head, food in the fridge, health in our bodies, okay? This community that we have built is so fucking beautiful. I wouldn't trade it for the world. So I hope and pray that this video motivates you to not give up on your dreams, to continue to be unstoppable, okay? And to surround yourself with people who want to see you successful, who want to see you be happy and to celebrate you. That is what I wish that you get out of this video, all right? Life is too short to feel like you're just a failure. Comparing yourself to others that's not going to add any kind of positivity into your life. So dream big, be happy. You got this. All right? The time is coming. Your promotion is coming. You will find the love of your life. You will heal. Okay? I know it in my heart. Don't give up. Continue. Be your best self. Celebrate others. And just know that, you know what? If you believe in God, God got you. The universe got you. Your higher power got you. Or you got you. And in the meantime, I got you, boo. Okay? So, I know it might be difficult, but remember, girl, life is a climb. And you're almost seeing it, girl. You're almost at the top. Don't give up. Because you never know. If you don't give up one more day, what could that mean? But if you give up, you'll never know a minute from now how happy you would be. So I love you all. I'm so grateful for the community and the family that we have built, and I hope this video motivated you, inspired you a little bit. Here's a little bit of why it's important to manifest today. So I love you all, and I'll see you on my next video. Mwah.